Hey, Internet. This is Nate. You can also call me Nathaniel, but please never call me Nathan. And welcome back to Coffee Talk. Last time we did the first day, got to learn quite a bit about our friends and protagonists in this story. Got a little bit of a look-see into some of the drama. So we're going to be Booty Cube here again. Let's go ahead and get started. I do think the desktop audio is just a little bit too loud. Let me see if I can... Hold on one second. I'm going to do some quick adjustments here. Turn sound down just a titch there. Let me know if the sound's okay. And I think now we're good. All right, we'll put our slice down here and get ready to start. All right. Hello, Merritt. Welcome. Also, hello, Legion. Okay, so we're on day 2. Let's check out what's happening in the world about the coffee shop. We have the Evening Whispers. This is, by the way, if you remember right, the Evening Whispers is the newspaper that Freya works for. So what do we got? September 3rd, 2020. Zombie virus from Africa may have reached Seattle. Well, that's on the nose. Seattle grocery distribution problems harm local restaurants. And fire plan to enforce stricter regulations to manage illegal immigration. Let's see if any of that ever comes into play in the story, or if it's just some nice background lore. Freya's back. Good evening. Good gracious. What is wrong with you? Can't you just enter like a normal customer? I'm sorry. But I'm so excited to share this with you. Oh, fire instead of... Okay. Actually, that's pretty funny. I didn't realize that that's what it was referring to, was ICE. What are you talking about? I know what to write for my novel. Is it one of your impulsive temporary ideas again? Hey, don't be rude. I'm being serious here. Okay, just tell me. What are you going to write about? This coffee shop. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Not like a whole lot goes on here. But I guess in the world of this story, maybe this is the most interesting thing. Like, who'd want to write about, you know, zombie virus when you can write about local coffee shop owned by a rich person who doesn't need money? What? I'm going to write stories about this coffee shop and the people who come here. It's autobiographical, because she's the only one here. Are you for real? Yes. What if I say you can't do that? I'm not asking for permission. That's like a breach of the customer's personal lives, you know. Relax, I know that. I just need some inspiration from this place. Yeah, I'm going to do one really quick thing here. No, we'll do it later. I just need some inspiration from this place. The stories themselves will be loosely based on what I hear and see here. How loosely based? Knife Walker novel versus movie level loosely based. Knife Walker. What could that be? Knife Walker. I think it's Spoon Runner. I mean, there's Kite Runner. But I don't know why knife and kite have nothing to do with each other. Is there a Blade? Oh my god. Blade Runner. Blade Runner novel versus movie level loosely based. No, not Gun Runner. Come on. Blade Runner. The old one? Of course I'm talking about the old one. That's already very different, you know. You can't get more different than that. I mean, it's not like I can tell you not to write about a coffee shop, right? No, you can't. Although you can just ban me from coming. Okay, you're banned. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. What? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to my loyal customer. Very funny. Thanks for not banning me, though. Anyway, I'm really excited to see who's gonna come tonight. I wonder what kind of stories they'll have. Oh, it's a cop. Everybody hide your drugs! Put that notepad away! Also, I just realized I don't have let me see if I can get the mouse showing here a bit. Second. Oh, it says capture cursor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Good evening, Officer Georgie. Hey, Pop. Seems like you're in high spirits this evening, Miss Freya. And please, Booty Cube, no need to be that formal with me. Ha ha ha, we're both on duty here. Booty duty. Ha ha, the jokes. Hence the formalities. You're as stiff as ever. Anyway, I have a shift tonight, so I'll need the usual. You have all the ingredients today? Not everything, but more than yesterday. And the tutorial continues. Except for tea, I'm out of tea. You still remember my favorite, right? Coffee with a hint of sweetness. You got that right. Make sure not to use milk. Yeah, thanks to your Tamagotchi profile, everyone knows you're lactose intolerant, Georgie. Anyway, a cup of sweet, healthy coffee, please. So, this is something we didn't do last time we played, but there is this whole, like, thing here. So these are the different profiles of the people that we've met so far. So we got Bailey's. This guy. We're not his close friend yet, so we don't get to see the deeply personal stuff. But we do know his birthday. He's a pumpkin spice fan. He's a freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, and art school graduate. Will draw and design for food and shelter. We got Lua. We know her birthday and some French. We are not her friend or her close friend. That'll take a while to break through. Gala. I don't even know who the hell you are, but I know your birthday is on the 13th of September, so there's that. Georgie, 1st of June. We're not his friend. And Freya, birthday. Writer for the Evening Whispers, talks about mundane things, art, and life in general. So in addition to the Tamagotchi, we also have Brewpad and Health Designer. We can make different things here. So we have, these are the things we've made so far. You can see there's tons of undiscovered things that we have not made yet. We can filter by different types and so on. And then we have Shuff ID, which allows us to change the music if we want. I mean, it's all copyrighted, so I mean, this video's not gonna get monetized, but you know, I like the game, so we're gonna do it anyway. And then here we have the store. Oh, hello. Your free trial will start tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to our Fiction Plan free trial. You will have active subscription to our Fiction Plan and will start receiving your daily short stories tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the content we provide. This is written by Freya, called Road Trip. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. I would prefer not to die next to my loved one by being hit by a 10-ton truck. I mean, if I have a choice. I mean, no one gets to choose how they die for the most part. I gotta say no one. Very few people choose how they die. But if I have a choice, I can promise you it will not be to get hit by a 10-ton truck next to somebody I love. I feel like there are better ways to do it. Yeah, we can go through this really quick. Morrissey's voice blast. Oh, I should do a really good reading voice. Oh, Crazy Nightmare. Thank you for the super chat and the $20. That's really, really nice of you. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's do a nice, good reading voice here. Morrissey's voice blasted from the old speaker of the car. Everyone in the car was singing along, and by everyone, I was talking about me and her. There were only two of us in an almost empty highway. Do you consider dying by my side to be a heavenly way to die? She asked before the song finished, breaking the noisy silence of the car. That depends, I answered. Depends on what? On how we die. I'm not sure having a masked psychopath slowly mutilating us while we're holding hands won't be a pleasant experience. Then what kind of demise would you consider a heavenly way to die next to me? Hmm, that's kind of hard, or that's hard. I'm pretty sure I'd prefer something that's not too painful though. So, us dying of old age together would be your heavenly way for us to die? Hey, hold on. We just started officially dating yesterday. Don't plan too far ahead. Ouch. Was that meant for me? Or what was that for? Meanie. Ha ha ha. I was just joking. Besides, I'd rather think about a heavenly way to live with you right now. And have you found any answers to that? Look at me, and then close your eyes. Just do it. She closed her eyes. I leaned over, getting close to her face. Then for a moment, that felt like 100 years we kissed. The speedometer was pointing to 100 kilometers per hour, and the highway was almost empty. Almost. That story was ass. Let's continue. I'm not too optimistic about her novel based on what we just read. Okay, so we're gonna add. Hold on, we need coffee and sweetness. I assume that's like cocoa powder. Oh, we can add honey. So let's just go coffee, honey, coffee. See what that turns into. Honey, coffee. I feel like we can do better. Let's try coffee, coffee, honey with just a little bit of sweetness. Honey, coffee. Well, not really sure what we can do here. Let's give it to him. Coffee with honey for the man on duty. Not everyone can manage this combination as well as you. Thank you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything myself. Provide me with the service like you gave the old man Pop here. What are you having? You still need to ask, huh? You never know. Espresso, of course. The one and only espresso. Dot dot dot. Nice. Some like it dark. A starless night sky for the green-haired fairy. I'm not sure whether that's a compliment or not. This is perfect. So how's everything going at the paper, Miss Freya? As usual. Awful. She's making a risky deal with her boss. Yeah, pretty much. What kind of deal? A possibly life-altering deal. A very dangerous one at that. Okay. A deal she regretted. Not that much. Folks, seriously. Care to share the details properly? You tell him. She's secretly using her work hours to do something else. Something like writing her own novel. You got balls, I can tell you that. I mean, she might. She might, but based on how she's gendered herself, I'm gonna go ahead and assume she does not. She does. Oh, okay, maybe she does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the fool. Gee, thank you. How's the leap of faith going so far? It's not slowing down, that's for sure. And I haven't seen any safe haystacks to fall into. Good luck with that. Don't worry, she's not losing her job. At least not yet. Her life will be pretty hard if she messes this up, though. Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, as Booty Cube said, my editor-in-chief doesn't know about it yet. But my novel is going to be published by our parent company anyway. So technically, I'm still doing work for the company. She'll be really pissed if she finds out, though. Wait, is stealing time a crime? Technically, I might have to arrest you. It's actually not true. That's a corporate thing. Like, you don't arrest people for wasting time at work. You just fire them. Or, like, put them on, I don't know. Give them, like, a warning or something. Oh, funny story. Okay, so here's story time. I once worked for a very small company, and I had this really vague role where I had lots of different responsibilities. And anyway, so like I had split my time between two kind of major responsibilities. One was more like improving things generally at the company, and then one was actually doing like day-to-day operations. And anyway, my boss was in charge of a lot of like the supply chain improvements and operational improvements and things like that. And he's the one that kind of onboarded me and convinced the CEO to bring me on. And he had a falling out. He and the CFO had a falling out with the CEO. And so the CFO got let go, and then my boss left. And it became a little bit of a gray area what I was supposed to do during that time. So I went to HR, and they basically said, don't do anything. Like, just don't do either job for like a couple of days while we sort this out and figure out what you're going to do. And so I didn't do anything. And so I just like read, browsed online. Like I really just like, there's nothing you can do, right? Like, what are you going to do when the company says don't do anything for 2 days? Anyway, later they brought me in and got all mad at me because I wasn't doing anything, just like HR told me not to do. And it was one of the reasons they said that they let me go later. Truth be told, I found out after the fact, someone at the company told me that they had done a personality profile test on everybody that worked at the company. And my personality profile very, very closely aligned with the CFO and my former boss. And so they got rid of me because my personality profile was too close to theirs. But they used that 2-day window where they literally told me don't do anything. They used that as justification for letting me go. Anyway, that's my story time. Hey, you do it all the time too. Those are just coffee breaks. Sometimes they might take longer than they're meant to. But still, coffee breaks. You're making me feel worse by saying that. You should feel bad. Stop adding salt to the wound, okay? It's just a fact. Ha! I'm not sure whether this will make you feel better or not, but if your writing career goes up in flames, the police force is always looking for people with balls as big as yours. Could you imagine a world where like that was legitimately part of the hiring process? Well, you've done well in your written interview and you seem to be physically fit. Come into the room and show us your balls. I don't know. I don't know why. I just thought that'd be pretty funny. Just don't mention like that you like to do other things during work hours. Although I have heard in the entertainment industry, I don't know if they do it for men, but certainly for women, a lot of, I think, I would assume it's probably a little bit better now, but a lot of sexual harassment in the past. Speaking of HR. Yeah, basically, yes. I want to say thanks, but I feel like I should be offended. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Miss Freya. Do you have any idea where you're going to ride? Sounds like the Marine Corps. I have, actually. Oh, good. What will it be about? A coffee shop and the stories people tell inside. You're letting her do that? There's no stopping her. What's wrong? Please don't write about any shady-looking police officers who love to take breaks more than they should inside the coffee shop near their post. I will definitely write about that police officer. He'll make a good comedic character. Was that a compliment, or are you making fun of me, eh? I would call that a compliment. Is it? I don't think so. Hey, what do you have against me tonight? BDQ is probably worried about losing customers due to breach of privacy. Come on, it's not like I'll be using real names. And I'll dramatize most things I've heard, of course. That's even worse. Here's the thing. The stories I've heard, they'll only be the inspiration for what I write. By the way, as someone stationed here, I assume you've heard a lot of stories from the people around here, right? No. Come on! Nope. No! No! You helped me once with one of the stories I wrote for the paper. The one about the secretly rich beggar hanging around the block. I'm sure you can give me other interesting tips. I helped you more than once, actually. What, really? Now it's my turn to say, come on! What stories are you talking about? You asked for information on the busker. The one who's always playing his guitar. Always get a rose with him. Oh yeah, that guy. Yes, poor guy. Hearing about your girlfriend passing during an investigation is... I don't know. It's hard. He took it quite well, to be honest. It was hard, but at least you gave him closure. He never complained that you used his story for the paper? I got his blessing before giving it to the editors. Well, at least he's become more popular since the article was published. More income for someone in his line of work. Yeah, the rose has become some kind of prop for him now. Anyway, back to the topic. Any hot tips? Okay. Have you heard about this one girl? Ooh, tell me. Lately, this girl's been coming to a coffee shop in the area more than before. She's pretty weird. I don't know what her deal is. But she has bright green hair. Oh, come on! I was excited to hear about something real. You think you're not real? Wow, that went deep. That went deep fast. Faster than my career going downhill. Hey, what's with the sudden mood? Yeah, cheer up, girl. Sorry, I'm having mood swings because of the pressure. You're gonna feel a little pressure right above your temple. You'll do just fine. I mean, you're great with your short stories. By the way, why this coffee shop? Because I spend a lot of my time here, I guess. And then there's this couple that visited the coffee shop yesterday. What about them? They're going through a pretty hard time together. You know, different races, different cultures, families don't approve. When I heard their story, I kind of felt their pain. What's happening to them happens to a lot of people. It's been told in fictional form countless times before, but it's always an interesting topic to discuss. Are they regulars here? Nope. The girl visited this place before, if I'm not mistaken. She was with her coworkers or clients, helping her friends sober up, I guess. You gave people coffee to sober up? Of course not. Some folks request coffee, but I recommend against it. I usually end up giving them tea, hot chocolate, or just plain water. That's nice of you. I hope they don't get pissed about the wrong order. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Good for you. Anyway, look at the time. It's time for my shift. Yeah, he's been here for a while. I don't know what a normal coffee break is supposed to be like. I would assume like 15 minutes, but man, this guy's just been lingering. Won't get out of my damn coffee shop. Oh yeah, go on and do your job, old man. Don't forget to share anything interesting you hear with me. Let's not make this a habit. Can't promise you that. Okay then, see you later, everyone. Take care, Officer Georgie. Later. Hello, Rona. How's it going? I'm doing well. I think I need to go back to my writing. Oh, I just realized I don't have chat up on the screen. Sorry about that. Fix that right away. I think I need to go back to my writing. No offense, I need to concentrate like crazy. So I'll move to my usual corner. Good luck with the writing. And don't forget to keep yourself hydrated. Here, take this glass of water. Ooh, you're just the best, Booty Cube. You're welcome. Okay, off to the world of imagination I go. Go on. Is that it? That was the whole day? That was the whole day. Fair enough. Oh, just kidding. That should do for the experiment. Ah, someone is coming. Oh, welcome, Mr. Gala. He's the one in my phone. Hi, Booty Cube. Can we sit here? Sure thing, sir. This person is very, mysterious. Their name and expression is unreadable. This is the place you recommended? You don't like it? It's fine. I know it's not like the coffee shops you're used to in LA, but... Gala, it's fine. Sorry to interrupt. Do you want to order anything? Yes. What do you want to drink? You first. Okay. Anything with coffee and ginger, please. Alright, so let's do... coffee? Ginger and milk, maybe? See what that looks like. It is a vampire and a werewolf, I think. A ginger latte. Let's do it. Your order is ready, sir. Thank you. How about you, sir? What would you like to order? Is it good? I like it. Not sure if it'll be to your liking or not. Okay. I'll have whatever he's having. Okay. I can do the same thing twice. Because I'm insane with it. Here's your order. We still don't know who he is. Good choice. Anyway, how's the town treating you so far? Same old. I was surprised seeing so many changes after just a few years, though. Yeah, things have changed a lot in just 20 years. Even this coffee shop, I believe, was a bar back then. When did you open this coffee shop? Hello, Joshi, welcome. They're sitting out here. We opened about 6 years ago, mister. Hyde. My name is Hyde. Oh, get it? Like Dr. Jekyll? Mr. Hyde? From what I gathered, you're from LA, right? I am. I used to live here decades ago, though. What brings you back to Seattle? Also, he's got like the rogue white hair. He probably got touched by Magneto when he was young. I'm here for work. I'll probably be here for a few weeks. He travels a lot. I see. You two have known each other a long time, I assume. You could say that. Yeah, I think we met not so long after you got married, right? It was around the 60s, I believe. Wow, that was a long time ago. Alright. Well, Rona, if you're gonna go to sleep, good night. Thanks for joining. Not for our kind. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the peace treaty between werewolves and vampires was signed in 1865. So when you guys said you met in the 60s, were you talking about the 1860s? Awkward pause. Heh. No, we met in the 1960s. We're old by some races' standards, but not that old. Although it's still fair to say we haven't seen each other in a long time. I guess 20 years is a long time. That was the place, wasn't it? Where we first met. Yeah, it was in when it was a bar. They moved? Bankrupt. Ah, such a pity. Uh-huh. You're happy the bar closed down? What's with the smile, if you don't mind? Nothing. I was just wondering. Will history repeat itself? Well, that's a real jerk comment. I certainly hope not. I've been coming to your place since the week you opened. You've got something special here. It won't close down anytime soon. Thank you, Mr. Gala. Speaking of, it's been quite a while since your last visit. Busy at work? Kinda. With the news about the newfound virus going viral. Oh, look, the virus! It actually came up. The hospital's been extremely crowded. Is the virus that dangerous? No one is sure about that, but most people who come in are just, I don't want to use the word, but they're paranoid. You're still doing the same job in the same hospital? What was it called? Admissions officer. And yes, I'm still a hospital admission officer there. They should have given you a promotion for your loyalty and long service. They offered me a managerial position, but I declined. I prefer doing this. Huh. To each their own. Anyway, I was wondering, do they still sell legal blood at your hospital? They do. Although people don't need to visit the hospital directly anymore. They can just order through the Blood Marketplace app. Are you talking about Bloodlast? Uh-huh. Bloodlast get their supply from the hospital? They can't certify blood on their own. Only hospitals and the Ministry of Health can do that. They're just middlemen with a lot of sales promos. You use it often? Not really. I'm trying a new vegan lifestyle, remember? But I do know the founder of that startup. Oh yeah, how's your vegan diet going? It's not easy, but nothing I can't conquer. Excuse me for asking. By going vegan, do you mean you don't drink blood anymore? Not real blood. Synthetic blood. Wasn't there? What was the show? HBO show about synthetic blood? Oh, True Blood, right? Isn't True Blood all about synthetic blood and vampires and them coming out into the world and stuff like that? I didn't watch too much of it. Laura and I tried the first couple of episodes, but didn't really get into it. But yeah, there's a few shows that cover that, though. This idea of like normalizing vampires through producing fake blood. It'd be too complicated to explain. But basically, some scientists are working to make some kind of blood that can satisfy my kind without relying on real blood. Considering real blood has some cultural and health concerns. Does it taste the same? More or less, yeah. Isn't it expensive? It is. I can afford it though. But again, they're still working on it, trying to make it more affordable for everyone. Would synthetic blood taste good if mixed with other ingredients? Why? You want to start selling blood-based drinks? It might attract new customers and turn off others. Fair point. Honestly, I don't know if mixing it would taste good. Most vampires prefer drinking raw blood, although some do try experimenting with other things. Other things? Mostly booze. But I know some mix it up with some not-so-legal substances. You know a lot. I work in a hospital, remember? Hey, talking about my vegan lifestyle reminded me to ask you something. About what? Your monthly fury. Found a less painful method to restrain yourself? Not yet, but I do know that it's a drink. What kind of... Ooh, we're gonna help him. We're gonna be his ASMR calm down from being a werewolf. But instead of ASMR, it's a cup of coffee. What kind of drink? A certain combination of ginger and caffeine. Is that why you ordered coffee with ginger? Yes, I'm exploring the possibilities. But this drink wasn't the one. I guess there's too much caffeine in coffee for it to be the remedy. Why don't you use the Fury sedative available on the market? I don't trust them. Besides, that sedative is too general. Each of us has our own remedy that we need to find. And sometimes the effectiveness can change as we grow older. So it's probably going to be tea plus ginger of some kind. How effective will this drink be? Enough to calm me down. And that's all I need, to be honest. At least your calming method is only a drink. I heard some werewolves need to do kinky stuff to soothe themselves during their fury. What kind of kinky? Like BDSM? That only happens in porn. That's an interesting thought. Fantasy-based porn. I'm sure people like cosplay as like elves and werewolves and stuff. But that'd be an interesting porn plot. You know, the werewolf, he's about to turn. He really needs somebody to tie him up and give him a good whipping. One thing leads to another. Anyway, we'll continue. Wait, what? It's famous among our kind. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like watching that kind of thing, you know. I will say, I did read recently, there's a comic, it's free online, you can also get it in a hardcover from Amazon, that's about BDSM. I never really, like I haven't even watched like 50 Shades of Grey, but I thought it would, you've been a bad dog. I thought it would be interesting to learn about it, and so anyway, read that recently, was really interesting, because there's a lot, like, I wasn't sure, because a lot of those comics definitely veer into, like, the super explicit territory. But this one was more tasteful. Like, it had like, sex in it, but it was mostly, like, rated R movie sex versus, like, actual porn in, like, the comic version, or the comic scenes. And it was a lot more like a, like the story around why people get into BDSM, the type of people that do, and more about like the relationships you have and so on, and how, anyway, it was really, really interesting. If you want to look it up, it's called Sunstone. It's from a German artist, and his wife, I think, illustrates it. Anyway, it was really, really good. Anyway, we can continue here. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like watching that kind of thing, you know. Hey, a friend told me about it. I wonder if he smells after it rains. I mean, it depends on if he's turned or not. Well, he was pulling your leg. Damn. I mean, having sex as a calming method is pretty common, but normally we stick to vanilla stuff. Come to think of it, it would be pretty brutal doing bondage stuff during the fury. Exactly. So continuing with your story, how far along are you in finding the ingredients for the remedy? So far, all I know is it involves ginger, and probably something lightly caffeinated, like tea, maybe. You better write that down. You won't want him wreaking havoc in the coffee shop. We don't have any tea today, but the next time you're visiting, maybe I can try brewing the remedy for you. That would mean a lot. Excuse me for a moment. I'm sorry, I have to go now. There's an emergency at the hospital. I think I'll go back now as well. We can share a cab. Alright. Thank you for the drink. I'll probably visit this coffee shop again before I go back. So, I'll see you around. Thank you for coming. Take care on your way home. Interesting. So we met a police officer, we met a werewolf and a vampire. Werewolf works at the hospital, vampire, big into that synthetic blood. Hey, are you done with your writing for tonight? Kinda. Those two guys. Kind of reminds me of this video I saw online. I would prefer if you didn't start fantasizing. It's a video of a wolf pup playing with a baby tiger. It's nice to see friendships that grow in unlikely circumstances. Oh, that video. What? What video did you think I was talking about? You know. Oh, never mind. I was just joking. Please don't do jokes. You're really bad at it. Anyway, it was a pretty interesting and productive night. ¿Por qué no los dos? It can be wholesome and wholesome. Lara's gonna have a... You still trying to get her to play Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know how that's gonna go, man. We'll have to see. But, I'm not convinced Lara's going to love card games, just based on my experience. But hey, you know, I've been proven wrong before. But now I need to get some sleep. Yes, please don't forget to get some rest. I'll see you again tomorrow, I assume. Oh, don't you worry. I'll be here tomorrow. Night-night. Be careful on your way back. All right, so that's day 2. Learned, as I said, learned a little bit about werewolves, learned a little about vampires. There's some synthetic blood. There's a virus going around. Stuff do be crazy. And we learned that there is a whole genre of porn, which is werewolf BDSM. So I think a very fulfilling day of coffee talk. And with that, we're going to end on this day. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will check you guys out next time. See you later.